Back in the book segment tonight, rolling with Carolla. We have three scorching topics this evening, including a study out of Pepperdine University that says attorneys working for the IRS gave political donations to President Obama by 20 to 1 over Mitt Romney. 20 to 1. Also, President Obama's upcoming Africa trip is estimated to cost between $60 and $100 million. Joining us from L.A. is Mr. Carolla. So Pepperdine's in Malibu up there. It's a fine school. What do you think of that study?
Could you imagine, by the way, going to college in Malibu? It'd be like going to boot camp in Monaco.
Yes, I can imagine, but a pauper like me couldn't afford it. I think the tuition's like $300,000 a year or something.
Spicoli's teaching English lit. My God. Yeah, well, look, what do you expect? Of course, it's job security for these guys. They love big government. They want bigger government. They want more IRS. They want more taxes. So who are they going to vote for? I mean, how many vegetarians work at a slaughterhouse?
All right, so logically, does it mean anything to you politically that so many IRS people are Democrats? Does that matter to Adam Carolla?
Yes, it does, because these are the people who take our money and then decide whether that AdamCarolla.com is a charitable foundation or not, just because I'm trying to raise money for my kids and not other kids. What's wrong with that for a change? I mean, yeah, you don't want anybody who has their finger on any switches or triggers being politically hard one way or the other, because obviously you've seen it in the news, you've seen it in television, you've seen it in entertainment. It's going to bleed into their job eventually.
Some can discipline themselves and some can't. All right, President Obama's upcoming. Have you ever been to Africa? Have you been to Africa, Carolla?
Last weekend.
Oh, you were? Yeah, just
I got you a souvenir.
Over to Botswana, just a quick jaunt. Now, have you been to Africa, seriously?
No, I've never been.
It's a beautiful, beautiful continent, generally speaking. There are some countries you want to stay out of, but generally speaking, a beautiful place. But it is remote. It's hard to get to, chaotic in many ends. $100 million it could cost the president to go over there. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, it's ironic that we're still under the sequestration, right? Like, we don't have enough money to take a tour of the White House, but we have $100 million to put a bunch of armor-plated limousines on a C-130 and bring them into Africa. What if Obama just sat in his Oval Office and Skyped with some of these people? Couldn't we save $100 million and then we could open the White House up?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
People could take a tour of the White House and see him Skyping to Africa.
Yeah, I think it's a bit excessive, and particularly with the debt approaching $17 trillion, $100 million. So they could cut that in half a little bit.
And by the way, let me just say this. Any country where we have to bring all the stuff to you,
we don't want to go
all
there.
The security,
right.
Yeah, we don't need to go there. It's like the Olympics. If you don't have a soccer stadium, your bid's lost.
Yeah,
we're not coming. If you can't provide one limo, we're not coming to your crappy country.
The president's in Ireland this week, and it always costs money to send a chief executive anywhere, but it's not this chaos and all of that. I don't have time to get into the Merry Christmas deal in Texas, but I just want to tell everybody the governor, Rick Perry, signed a law saying you can say Merry Christmas in any public building or public school in Texas. And huzzah! Now it's official. We won the war on Christmas.
Yes, and you'll be glad to know that an hour ago I got fingerprinted officially so I can coach my son's basketball team tonight.
Is that right?
What a victory. Yes.
All right, Adam Carolla, everybody.